Hi there, and welcome to Essential Oil Talk Radio with Marc and Nikki, where we talk about all things to do with essential oils.
Yes, hi, welcome. If you're catching us on our replay on our social media, please be sure to like, subscribe, and set your notifications so you don't miss anything. We've got a lot of amazing things we're talking about today.
Yeah, our main topic is going to be centered around essential oils and dental care, which I'm super excited about. I've had a dental hygienist for a long time, and I go back and I'm like, hey, would you like to be on the show? I'd love to, pick your brain about some stuff to do with essential oils and dental care. And lo and behold, she uses essential oils. So I'm excited about that. We're going to have a lot of information, but you know that if you don't catch it all on one show, I know me, I like to watch a little playback. Visit eotalkradio.com where you can check out a video version of our show anytime you want. And if you want to dig deeper into essential oils, check out our blog and upcoming events by clicking on the Learn tab that's on our website at eotalkradio.com.
Yep, and Facebook. Don't forget us on Facebook. It's that little @ sound, or @ symbol, @EO Talk Radio. So today I'm going to go over a quick DIY that you can use in all areas of the home. Mark, I'm talking the kitchen, the bathroom, the floors, and your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
It's perfect, though, because Rhonda Chaffin's here. She's the dental hygienist that you were just talking about. She has over 20 years of experience. So I'm going to see what she thinks of my little DIY recipe.
I bet she's going to love it.
Yeah. And we also are going to announce our winner from last week. I know exactly who it is. She's going to be super excited.
Awesome.
And Mark, you want to talk a little bit about essential oils and the immune system.
Yeah, so last week we had a guest speaker at one of our events. And we had about, 75 people there or so. Here in San Antonio, and he was talking about essential oils in the immune system, which is huge, right? And so some of the things that I picked up on that and really want to convey out to folks, I thought, well, I should put together a webinar where we can teach folks a little bit about this. But so if you have a weakened or a compromised immune system for whatever reason, there's some symptoms of that that you might want to be looking for, such as persistent colds. And we know we just came through the winter season. So that could be something that folks are like the cold that just won't go away, right? Also infections, if people are having infections and the infections just keep coming back or they won't heal right. Swollen lymph nodes, which I know I've dealt with that as well, like under the armpits or whatever. Wow. Wounds that take too long to heal and constant fatigue. So these are some symptoms of a weakened immune system. So we want to do all we can to support that immune system. So, essential oils is one way that we can naturally do that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that on the webinar that's coming up on, it's 8 p.m. Central Time on March 12th. And you can find all the details at eotalkradio.com. Now, Nikki, you have some essential oil tips and hacks, as you always do. What do you have for us today?
Okay, so like I was saying, it's a one DIY recipe. You can use it all over the house. So you're going to take 1 cup of baking soda and 10 drops of orange essential oil. Now, remember, orange essential oil is very, very uplifting. That's why I choose it. It has a very nice, clean smell to it. So you're going to mix this up, right? Put it in a bowl, add your oil, and make sure you mix it up because sometimes when that oil droplet hits the baking soda, it forms like this little powdery bubble. So you just want to make sure that you're whipping that up. You can use it in replacement of Carpet Fresh. Have you ever heard of this?
Yes,
Carpet
I have.
Fresh?
Yeah.
You put it all over the carpets, you let it sit about 20 minutes, and you vacuum it up. You don't have to go to the store and buy it. Boom, you just made your own. The same concoction there can be used in the kitchen sink, right? Because orange smells very good in the kitchen. That baking soda isn't a little abrasive, so that's going to be able to clean your sinks. Go right to the toilet bowl. I'm telling you, I do not like to scrub no toilets. That does not happen in my house. No, thank you. I just put the little freshener in there, let it sit. I don't even scrub it. I just flush and pour it in there and get the heck out of there.
It actually worked. It gets it nice and white.
Yes, it does. It just sits there, and then the next time you flush it, it does the work for you. It's very simple. I mean, you initially have to clean your toilet.
Sure.
Yeah, I let the maid do that.
Right.
It's my husband. He's very good at it, by the way. Now, think about this same little concoction, right? Baking soda and orange essential oil. You've seen it in the grocery store, baking soda toothpaste, right? We've all seen it.
Sure.
It's right there. It's right there in the name, baking soda toothpaste. You can dip your toothbrush in this same little DIY recipe and brush your teeth with it. It actually has a little bit of abrasive going on, so I'm not going to suggest you do it every single day, but a couple times a week would be just fine. And the orange essential oil acts as a cleaner, and it gives you that bright white smile. I could be on an Orbitz commercial. Ding.
Ding. Sweet.
So it'll be exciting to see what Miss Rhonda has to say about that.
Yeah. So so the Carpet Fresh, right? So you're doing it with orange essential oil. So can we use something else if we don't want to use the orange essential oil?
Absolutely. Use
Like-
your favorite scent. Something I would think something with a citrus smell or purification. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I have. It's a blend, yeah. And
it's a
like lemongrass, I know is real popular.
So good. That
Yeah,
smells
yeah.
amazing. It smells amazing.
So it's good to have choices, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, what happened? Anything happened with you this week that is
Okay.
interesting?
So this is a very funny story. It happened last night about 10:30 at night. You know, I just finished watching the news. I was a little stressed, so I went and took a bath. Okay, soak it in a hot bathtub. Now I turn off all the lights. I have a little diffuser across the way going, right? So it's kind of like a nice little night light with some stress away going on. So after about 10 minutes and maybe a glass of wine, something jumped in the tub with me, and I didn't invite that something in. So I was scared to death.
Okay,
Like-
wait a minute.
like-
So are we talking like a spider, or are we talking a
so
person?
it was small, and in my mind it was like this big hairy rat in red high heels and nails. You know, like it's gonna like kill me. It kind of freaked me out. So I did a Olympic style jump out of the bathtub, maybe 4 feet into the air. This is no lie. Got out of the tub, flicked on the light, and do you know what it was?
Your cat.
No, it was a little bitty piece of oatmeal lavender soap that had somehow just slipped right off the dish and landed and hit me on the knee and scared the living you know what out of me.
Wow.
So-
Didn't know what
Here you are, just trying to have a peaceful
Just trying
little
to chill,
rest
you
and
know?
relaxation.
But have no fear, peppermint oil is here, right? Because I was covered in that when I went to bed because there was a little discomfort going on. I mean, I was hurting in places I typically don't even wash.
Ooh, wow.
Seriously. So yeah, that was a cool experience. I'm glad the stress away was going, but the peppermint oil took care of the discomfort that I had, you know, around 2 a.m. So
Well, that's a lot of fun.
it was.
Sorry for that. So did you scream for Chris? Did Chris come and help you or no?
Oh no, he was like, "Are you okay?
Yeah. Do you want me to call 911? Which
Should I come in there?"
I got it on speed dial.
And he's
Just-
thinking, "Well, she locks the door, so too bad, so sad."
All right, so let me talk about our sponsor this half hour. So our show really is grassroots, right? It's just regular essential oil users here in the San Antonio area that come together, and we just talk about what we love, right? And the San Antonio Empowerment Council is a group of folks that are generous. They've stepped up to the plate, and they want to help, you know, promote this radio show. So they are a group of leaders, essential oil enthusiasts here in the San Antonio area that put on events, and every month they got something going on. Our next event that's coming up is on April 6th. It's a rally and expo, right? Most of the folks, if not all of the folks that are involved, are just super enthusiastic about these rallies that occur about every 3 to 4 months. And I heard, well, that what we're
Let me
gonna
tell
have-
it.
Okay,
Let me say.
Go ahead.
Okay, at this rally, which is going to be epic, I'm going to tell you.
It is.
It's going to be amazing. We have an unveiling of the first of its kind,
Right.
an essential oil Fiesta medal.
Fiesta medal.
Right before Fiesta. It's perfect.
Okay, so and tell me about this idea. Where did this idea come from?
You know, I know this girl. She's pretty awesome. And she's very
name's Nikki
creative. She's very creative. And I just thought, you know what? We need this. Our community needs this. I wanted to do something for our community to celebrate all the good that we're actually bringing into our community of San Antonio.
And when you talk about Fiesta medals outside of San Antonio, people are like, "What are you talking about?
What
You
is
know,
that?
Mardi
Yeah.
Gras? What is the deal?" But
Here, you know, you could get cut. People will cut you for a medal.
they're very passionate
collect
about
them,
their
yeah.
medals.
Lots of
Absolutely.
people collect them. So I'm excited about it. And I was able to you know, create it myself and bring it from the heart. So I'm so excited to unveil that.
I'm excited about seeing it. I mean, actually seeing the medal. I've seen the drawing. So, but how much are they?
They're going to be $10, and that is just standard across the board here in San Antonio.
All right, cool. And where can they get them? They have to come to the rally to get
Yeah,
it?
you're going to have to be a special member,
Wow.
special guest at our rally.
How many did you make?
I have 200 that I'm going to be able to sell at the rally.
Okay. Those are going to go fast,
They are.
really fast. Make sure you keep one for me.
Yeah, so remember, our rallies have sold out, right? 350 people.
That's
They
correct.
sell out, so there's not going to be enough for everyone. So we'll have to see.
Yeah. All right, so we're coming up on our main segment now, and so Rhonda Chaffin's here, and she is a dental hygienist with over 20 years of experience. Rhonda, just tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, like how long you've been doing
Sure.
dental hygienist, and
Okay.
go from there.
Yeah, I'm a graduate of the UT Health Science Center here in San Antonio. So been a hygienist for 20 years. I actually started working in the dental office, cleaning a dental office when I was 15. And so I've been in the dental field for a very long time. It's exciting. I've been working with my husband. My husband's a dentist here in San Antonio.
So you started working in a dental field, and then you married a dentist.
Yes.
How ironic.
I know. And we didn't meet in school. Everybody wants to know that. No,
I bet you're glad you didn't work for
Yeah.
a potty, porta potty person.
No, definitely not. But yeah, it's been really cool because we have a family dental office here in San Antonio and have a lot of great patients, and just been a joy to be a hygienist for this long. It's hard to believe it's been that long. So yeah, I love it.
All right, cool. So, and tell us about your essential oil experience.
Okay, well, I've been using essential oils for over 6 years now. Just started because my sister introduced them to me. Started with a diffuser and a couple oils and putting oils on the kids for calming purposes. And the kids loved the oils. Like, they were like, Mom, you need to get some of these. Aunt Tracy's the best. You know, she puts these oils on us. And I was like, really? Y'all like this stuff? And they did. They were so drawn to it. And it was amazing what I would see with the oils. And so I was hooked. You know, I got my I got a starter kit, and so I kind of got started, and it's just I've been regularly ordering ever since. And
What's your favorite essential oil?
Oh, my favorite essential oil is called Valor. Valor is a very special oil to me, and I love it. It's got a spruce in it, and it's just very grounding. It's got frankincense in it, and it's just earthy, and I'm drawn to it. I wear it as my perfume. I wear it just for calming purposes, and it's my favorite.
Yeah. I've heard a little bit of a backstory on that.
That's my favorite too.
See, it's an awesome one. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay, so tell us, before we get too far into the essential oils, so tell us something about the dental hygienist field that we might find interesting or maybe we didn't know.
So a funny thing in the dental hygiene field is when you're first at school and they're giving you these patients and you're like, where's the buildup? Like, where's the dirty mouths? And so it's kind of funny because then when you first get that patient that has a lot of calculus and tartar buildup, you're like, yeah, look at this. And you get excited over it. You know, not so much anymore because that's work, you know,
Sure.
and it's hard on your body. But man, when you're first as that student and seeing these patients, it was like really exciting. And we were all like, yeah, did you see my patient? So yeah, kind of funny.
The dirtier, the better, right? When you first start
You
out.
know, and you're it's accomplishment. It was such an accomplishment too, to be able to clean those teeth.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see them full of tartar and all this other stuff that's on it. What else you said? Tartar, and what was the other thing?
Most people
Calculus?
call it tartar. We call it calculus.
Okay.
So it's the same.
Calculus to me is like math that I don't like to do.
That's why
Yeah.
they
Tartar
term
reminds
it
me of
tartar.
Long John Silver's.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so-
seafood. I know what I'm having for lunch.
I just call it barnacles
So
on a boat. So that's what I'm removing. Barnacles from like a boat.
Well, there
there
we
you go.
go.
Question for you: in your office, what's the youngest age of a patient coming in?
The youngest, well, we've seen, you know, as young as a year old, you know, just kind of peeking and looking at their teeth. Probably the youngest patient I've had in my chair was the 2.5-year-old. And one a very special patient, actually, she has little ones now. That's how long I've been doing this. But I remember her jumping in the chair because her big brothers would jump in the chair, and then she would jump in the chair, and boom, let me clean her teeth, stay really still, and let me do my job. And
Wow.
love it.
That's
love it,
amazing.
Yes.
So when it comes to kids, since we're on kids, so coming into the office, I know that Jennifer and I really prepared Brooke for it, all positive, uplifting, nothing scary. So what would be a tip maybe for a parent who's going to be bringing a child to the dentist office for the first time? What should they do to prepare the child?
You know, don't make it scary.
Yeah.
You know, it should be fun. We're going to count their teeth. We're going to look in their mouth. You know, we may have a coloring book available for them. We may read them a story. You know, there's some great stories out there that are just fun. Dora goes to the dentist, you know, or something like that, just to prepare them in a good way. You know, you never want to just say, if you're bad, I'm going to take you to the dentist. Or
yeah.
if you're bad, I'm going to make them
gonna
give
pull
you
out
a
your
shot.
teeth.
Or I'm going to pull your teeth. Because then you instill this fear in this child. Well, they have no reason to be scared of us unless you've put that fear in them. So, yeah.
You know, that's very similar to when I was a police officer.
Right.
I retired back in January of 2018. Parents would do the same thing. You know what I mean? They'd be like,
You're
"See
gonna
that
go to
policeman?
jail."
You're going to go to jail.
That's right.
It's like, hey, now. All right, I'll take him to jail. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so with respect to essential oils and the dental profession, so have they been used in the dental profession before, or what's the
Absolutely.
deal there?
So essential oils have been used for thousands of years in general. I mean, it dates back to like mummy days, and clove oil especially was one that was used centuries ago. But in dentistry, clove oil has also been used in, I believe it was 1837 was the first sedative filling, and they were using a constituent of clove oil called eugenol in some sedative fillings. And, for, placing in the mouth for healing after an extraction or things like that. So, yeah, essential oils have been used in dentistry a long time.
So it's not a new thing.
No, it's not a new thing at all.
I actually have a little story. This happened about 11 years ago. I had a crown put on. It was on a Friday. And Saturday I got up and I was like, got a little bit of discomfort going on, a little bit of swelling. So I called my dentist. He was out of town. He said, you know what? Get some clove oil, put that on your gum and around the tooth. And, that should take care of it till I see you on Monday. And it totally worked.
That's awesome.
I was able to enjoy my weekend.
Yeah, I've heard of kids using it. Maybe they have braces and are experiencing a little discomfort from braces. They get those abrasions in the mouth and that sort of thing. They put a little clove oil on it, so it's kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. So what essential oils do you personally use, like to take care of your mouth?
Well, kind of what I do is I cheat and I use a toothpaste that's already mixed up for me that has essential oils in it.
What toothpaste is that?
And it's called Thieves. It's a toothpaste that the company I use has. Okay. It's called Thieves. But the oils it has in it is really cool because it has cinnamon bark and eucalyptus, clove, lemon, and rosemary are all in this. So I kind of cheat and it's all together for me. I could make a mixture like what she was saying, but yes, baking soda could be a little abrasive if you're doing that every day. And orange oil is actually in the kids' toothpaste, and I have picked up that several times, and I like that flavor. Orange is really a good flavor to use on the toothpaste too.
So what would happen, like say, I just picked up some at the local store, right? And I'm not really caring what it has in it, right? And then I put a drop of essential oil on that toothpaste because maybe I just want to infuse it myself, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
I would just question what's in that toothpaste because sometimes we don't know what chemicals they've used, what toxins are in there. And if you're using a pure essential oil and then you're adding to something that has maybe toxins, you don't want to draw those out or push them into your body or different things like that. I would want to look for something more pure to use if I'm adding a pure essential oil to it.
Excellent. I like that. So in your office, what kind of essential oils, if any, are you using there? And how are you using it?
Well, for the most part, currently we're diffusing in our office. We want to create that, kind of like we were saying with the kiddos. We want to create a nice atmosphere, one that doesn't smell sterile, one that's uplifting and positive and just has, fun scents to it, like orange. Back to that orange oil.
Yeah,
It
go.
is perfect, but it's a good overall oil. Christmas time, I like to diffuse, maybe some oils that have a little cinnamon or even clove to it, that sort of thing, but just creates a nice warming environment, and it's good for the air that we're breathing. And, dentistry, you create aerosols. You want to keep that air nice and clean and just make it fun. And personally, I'm real sensitive to smells. And so I can't do fake fragrances. The plug-ins and the candles and things like that, they would give me a headache. And so I'm always trying to be aware of that for my patients as well. I don't want them to walk into my office. They're already nervous about being there and then get a headache because of the stuff I'm spraying around. And so I try to just keep it really mild for them.
All right, very cool. And so as far as tips go, maybe for people that would like to use essential oils with respect to their dental health, what would you recommend maybe that they add to their daily routine that's not too complicated?
You can do something as simple as, adding a drop of essential oil to water and rinsing with it. Something as simple as a peppermint, one that, has the food grade that you're allowed to ingest. You want to make sure with that because there are different types of oils on the market. You don't want to just grab something that may have some fillers to it.
Absolutely.
So you want to make sure it's a nice, pure essential oil. And maybe just one drop is all you need, especially if it's a really good one. And I just swish it around the mouth, I cheat and add it to, my beverages,
So what brand of oils do you use?
I personally use Young Living essential oils.
And is that who you've been using for the last?
That's who I was introduced from the beginning, and that's who I will stick with. They're just amazing, and I've been to one of their farms. I've been just seen a lot about this company, and very pure good oils.
All right, cool. So I asked your favorite essential oil was Valor. So you have a really beautiful backstory. It's hard for me not to get emotional just thinking about it. And we've got a little bit of extra time. So
Okay.
can you just tell us a little bit about how Valor has helped you with the...
Okay. I can talk about Valor. Valor actually was my daughter's favorite oil as well. Valor and Hinoki. Hinoki is her second favorite oil. And my daughter battled cancer. And like I said, when I was talking about Valor, it's very grounding and very uplifting. And what we found when we would use Valor is it was calming to her. And she had many, many, many clinic visits, many, many pokes, many, many hospitalizations. She even lost her leg to cancer. And that was probably my biggest story, was the day after her surgery when she, was just having a moment. And, you can only imagine a 13-year-old child losing their leg. And my mom was there, and we all use oils in my family. So we're like, what do you got, Mom? You got some Valor? And she had some, and we gave it to my daughter. And it just took her down a notch and was just like, this is her oil, this is meant to be. And it just was so nice to be able to have that. And I just would encourage people to look into the oils for that kind of aspect, that calming aspect for these kiddos. And for me, as that mom, you don't want to see your kids go through these things. And
Absolutely
so I
not.
needed the calming too. I needed to be able to stay calm for her to be calm and help her go through all that she had to go through. So that's why Valor is a very special oil to us. Mm-hmm.
Well,
One of
thanks
my
for sharing your
favorites, too.
story.
Thank you.
Yeah, very beautiful story. So for folks who want to get in touch with you, what's a great way for them to do that?
They can just follow me on Facebook. I've got my team website. It's faithandoils.com, or just follow me on Facebook there at faithandoils.com. For the dental aspect, it's Chaffin Family Dentistry.
And where's your office located? Here in San Antonio?
Yeah, we're in north side of San Antonio, Thousand Oaks and Jones Maltzberger. Been
All
the
right.
same spot for 20 years. Yep.
Yeah, and we've been bringing Brooke there for,
Yes.
I think, she's tiny.
She was probably one of my first patients, too. That was at that age, yes.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cute. So I have a quick little story. My daughter went to see the dentist when she was 1 year old, and she was not terrified or anything like that. She was excited, and she had a passy. And I knew we had to eventually get rid of that passy. So while we were there and they were checking out her teeth, I said, okay, you need to leave your passy for the tooth fairy. Okay? And
Oh.
she says, okay.
I didn't
And
sign
she
up for this.
left it, and we never heard about the passy again.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Yes.
Like, how did that happen? Because most kids are like, oh, my passy. Not her. She was able to leave it at the dentist, so I love it.
Well, it was all official. She's like, well, this is
Uh-huh.
where they go. I guess
The
this
tooth
is just
fairy.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
that
We've
was
had
cool.
some good stories like that
Yeah.
through the office. Talking
And,
to those
and
kiddos.
when I take her, I put on peace and calming on myself and on her. So I prepare her in that aspect. And that's one thing that's great about the oils. You can prepare them ahead of time for, what could be a traumatic experience.
Yes.
I mean, that's terrifying to a little kid. The big lights and the sound of something cleaning their teeth. So I highly recommend using that peace and calming when you know you're taking your kid to the dentist. That's what I do. And it's been very beneficial to my children.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So do you have like any funny stories or anything like, somebody doing something that maybe they shouldn't have done or?
Oh, I have a funny one. So, a lot of times when you're finished with the cleaning procedure, we polish your teeth, and I'm pretty basic. Here's your mint flavor, But I asked this one little boy one time what flavor he wanted. He wanted hamburger.
Oh,
Yes, he wanted hamburger flavor, and I just cracked up. Yeah, I didn't have hamburger flavor
That is
polishing
hilarious.
paste.
A little, they kind of put this, I don't know, is gas or what is it, to relax kids sometimes,
Mhm,
right?
the nitrous oxide gas,
Okay,
yes.
so as soon as it gets to my daughter, Michaela's face, she's like, that smells like burnt chicken. Get that out of my face. Burnt chicken, so
yeah.
you got to love the honesty of kids.
it's
Mhm.
hilarious.
They are
They're
very
going to tell you
It's hilarious.
Yes,
exactly
they
how the
are.
cow ate the cabbage, right?
Mhm.
All right, awesome. So as we move towards wrapping up on the show, we do have a giveaway, right? That you pick one every week.
We do. We have
Yeah.
a giveaway from last week's show. Last week we talked about peppermint brownies.
Mm-hmm.
So this week's winner is actually going to win a peppermint vitality essential oil. So I'm excited about that because that is very versatile. You can use that in a whole lot of things. And our winner this week is Gail Trimble.
Oh, okay.
She was someone that commented and it was a really nice post, and we appreciate you. So thanks for listening, Gail. You are a winner, and I will get in contact with you this week so I can deliver that to you.
So, and for next week,
Right, next week. So we want our listeners and our viewers to go to our Facebook page at eotalkradio.com and comment, like, share it, and that gets you into the drawing.
And they should say nice things, apparently, because it's only the people that are saying nice things that win.
Right. You know what? We had a lot of people only say nice things. That's
Yeah.
a criteria.
Yeah, we did. I love the feedback we're getting. The community's real strong
Yeah.
about that. So awesome. All right. So if you make sure you guys follow us, like our Facebook page, and comment. We like to hear from you guys. Check out our eotalkradio.com page. Click on that Learn tab and see what's going on webinar-wise, because we're adding classes pretty regular now because the demand is strong. And we're just excited to teach you guys things about what's coming up.
Yeah, and don't forget there's a recipe button on there.
Mm-hmm.
I could actually mention your recipe on the show. How cool is that? You can tell your friends, your family, hey, I'm on the radio show. That's my recipe. And we'll even put your name on the recipe when we post it on our pages.
Yeah, our blog's up and going. You've been doing really good with
Absolutely.
the postings on that.
Thank you. You've been doing a great job, too.
Well, thank you very much. So next week, what's coming up next week on our show? I think we've got, is it Erica coming on next week?
I believe so. I believe Erica Slayton will be talking a little bit about essential oils.
And the bedroom. Thank you.
I'm going to wear black next week.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And Erica's somebody, she has a great personality. She just really comes at you straight. She's not shy about the topic at all.
Yeah.
So for sure, it's a place to bring a notebook, you know what I mean? And bring a hard hat. You might want to wear one of those. And we'll just have some fun with it. And so
I'm very shy. I don't know if I'll even be here next week.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm scared.
Nikki's under the table. Nikki, you can come out now. It's safe.
Well,
All right. Well, Rhonda, thank you very much for joining us for the show this week.
Absolutely.
And make sure you reach out to her, connect with her. And I guess, how are we doing on time over there, Chris? We're doing good? We got a little bit of time? Got 1 minute left?
You know what? I brought peppermint brownies in for Chris to try. Chris, what's the verdict?
Yeah.
Oh, I got two thumbs
Oh.
up. He likes them.
yum.
Did he?
So we posted that on our essentialoiltalkradio.com. So the recipe's there. And, I'd love to hear somebody or have somebody say, hey, I tried the brownies. They were fabulous, amazing. So try them and shoot me a message. I would love to hear from you guys.
I love how it's so easy. You know, you grab the box you like, you make what you want, and then all you got to do is just add 6 drops,
6 drops of essential oil. Yeah,
of peppermint and go to town, and they're good.
Oh, yeah, they are.
All right, well, that's it. We're out. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget, follow us on EO Talk Radio, and check out our website at eotalkradio.com.